Hello students, as I am continuing citizenship, chapter thoughts, standard 6. So, in this chapter, citizenship, just I explain what is citizenship. So, here a person living in a village, city, or a town is called a citizen, but this meaning is limited. It is not a broad, it is not a complete. The meaning of citizenship. A person living in a village, city, or a town is called a citizen. But this meaning is limited. Generally speaking, a person who legally belongs to a country and has right and protection of that country is called a citizen of that country. What is exact meaning of citizenship? Generally speaking, a person who legally belongs to a country and has right and protection of that country is a citizen of that country. Suppose an Indian citizen has a deep love for his country and takes pride in the fact that he is an Indian. He cooperates with other citizens and serves the nation, and in the return the government gives him rights to enjoy. As mentioned in the constitution of our India, the Indian government takes care of the life and property of all non-resident Indians as well. An ideal citizen never cause harm to the nation. A person who is a genuine citizen always proud of his culture, of his nation. He always proud of his India's past, always proud of his nation, whether it's school, technology, whatever maybe India belongs. The India belongs. So he will always boast of our own country. Always cooperates with the different citizens, government institutions, all this. That person is called a genuine or citizen of that country. I'll explain in detail citizenship. Every person living in India is not a citizen. You can think that the persons, all the persons who lives in India is a citizen. That is not correct. Out of these people, most are Indians and some are foreigners. They come from different countries. Many people come to India from other countries and stay for some time. That is temporary stay, what we call temporary stay. They do not have the right to vote, participate as a candidate in the elections, hold government posts or enjoy other rights. Therefore, they are not called Indian citizens. They are citizens of their own countries. People from Europe, USA, Russia, Japan, etc. come to India to study, to visit or to work in various industrial sectors. And ambassadors of different countries stay in India but are not Indian citizens. Got it? Different people come to India as we just visited to different countries for different purposes, to study, to visit places, to visitor visas, like that. So as for some foreigners come to our India to study here, to learn our culture, to see sightseeing of India. So they are not actually citizens of India, but they got the temporary visa in India, and they after some time they just they will go to their different countries. So all the citizens of India, what is the meaning of, to understand the point is here, all the persons who are living in India are not citizens. There are some criteria here. What I'd like to explain, there is some criteria. Citizen means to stay for permanently in a country, to enjoy the rights given by a state, and to perform the duties entrusted to a person. A person gets or loses a citizenship according to the rules prescribed in the Constitution of India. Now I hope you better understand. So then you got one idea in your mind. Then how to get an Indian citizenship? How can we become an Indian citizen? How can we called an Indian citizen? Dear students, so I'd like to explain this. There are 4 ways of getting Indian citizenship. How many ways? Four ways. One can get an Indian citizenship by birth in a country, India, by law, by registration, and by being a resident of definite time period. A person who born in India gets Indian citizenship automatically. Suppose we born here in India, so we automatically become a Indian citizen. Suppose a child who is born in a foreign country but has Indian parents has the right to Indian citizenship. Suppose our parents are working in different countries, so we born there, but naturally our parents are Indian citizens, we too become Indian citizen in this way. For example, XYZ and his wife are both Indians and are staying in the US. XYZ, their son is born. XYZ registered the name of XYZ in the office of the Indian ambassador. This XYZ gets the citizenship of the two countries, okay, where their parents working and where their parents belong to. You suppose US and India. However, when XYZ becomes an adult, he has the citizenship of any one country of his choice. Suppose, okay, basically up to 18 years he got the two citizenship, where his parents working, where he was born, right? His parents born. So when he attained the age of 18, so he had one choice whether to choose US or India. So these are the four criteria how to get an Indian citizenship. Being born to Indian parents is a very natural way of acquiring Indian citizenship. Even foreigners can acquire Indian citizenship. Suppose foreigners, different countries citizens, okay, they want to acquire Indian citizenship, okay, they can become Indian citizens by applying to the government of India affair a very long stay. However, there are some conditions. Okay, they have to stay at least 5 years. Different countries have different, okay, stay time to give their citizenship. To surrender the citizenship of the foreign country at the time of application. Okay, at the time of application, the person who want to apply, so he had to surrender his citizenship where he belongs to. He should be a resident of India for more than 5 years. Okay, suppose the other foreign nations want to acquire Indian citizenship, he must stay at least 5 years in India. The intention of the applicant must be of the permanent resident. Okay, the person who want to acquire citizenships of India, suppose, so his intention must be, okay, to reside here permanently. However, if a foreigner marries an Indian citizen, okay, he then becomes an Indian citizen. Suppose a foreigner who married an Indian girl, automatically he become an Indian citizen. If an Indian citizen commits the serious crime or betray, then the loses the citizens of India. Suppose a person who goes against the country rules, regulations, traditions, culture, he automatically, okay, betrayal, then he automatically loses the Indian citizenship. I hope